Just 2 weeks after the bridge collapse in Mumbai left 6 people dead, BMC Standing Committee has decided not to fix the 16 bridges that are labelled unsafe by IIT.
I am standing under the French bridge right now. This French bridge, which is one of the listed bridges in the unsafe bridges of BMC, but its repair was put out because of the model code of conduct and elections coming up.
What's shocking is that the BMC Standing Committee chairman has stated that the model code of conduct due to general elections is the reason for putting the repair work on hold.
रिस्क ही है ना, ये कभी भी गिर सकता है, इसमें लोगों का जान जाने का खतरा ही है, ब्रिज डेंजर है, ऐसा ही जल्दी से जल्दी रिपेयर होना मांगता है।
एक साथ सॉर्ट आउट करो ना, आपका क्या लीगल टेक्निकल, आप कभी बीएमसी बोल दिया हमने नहीं किया, कभी बोलती है बोलती है पब्लिक बीजेपी ने नहीं किया, कांग्रेस ने नहीं किया। आप किसी गवर्नमेंट के पर्सपेक्टिव से क्यों सोच रहे हो? लोगों की लाइफ, किसी गवर्नमेंट के लिए जो एक बंदा मरता है तो उसकी पूरी फैमिली में जो प्रॉब्लम्स एक्चुअली होती है उसके लिए कौन जिम्मेदार है?
हम क्या बता दूँ मैडम, ब्रिज तो बहुत कमज़ोर नाजुक दिख रहा है, कभी भी गिर सकता है, कभी कुछ हो सकता है।
If we go with what the Standing Committee has said, then the 16 unsafe bridges will be repaired after the elections are done. That is 23rd May. That means for almost 2 months, our politicians are putting us in grave danger, which is completely preventable.
This proposal, I spoke to the administration also, and they said that you can take a decision on this. So
there's no violation.
There's no violation nowhere. The reason given by the chairman of the Standing Committee is absurd.
Mirror now asks, does bridge repair work violate the code of conduct? Does Mumbai's civic body even care for our lives? Let's debate.
Well, shockingly, after we've lost 6 innocent citizens and injured over 30 others because of a falling bridge, the other bridges in the city have not been fixed. And this time, they're using the election as an excuse. On the show with me, Chandana Hiran, who started an online petition to get the bridges fixed and checked. Ravi Raja, leader of the opposition in the BMC. Jiten Gajaria is with the BJP. Clyde Crasto for the NCP. Shailesh Gandhi, former Chief Information Commissioner. Abbas Singh, advocate and activist. I welcome all of you to this conversation. My first question is going to actually be to Ravi Raja. Mr. Raja, what happened in the BMC Standing committee? Did they actually decide not to look at the matter, not to discuss the matter? What were the reasons that were given to you?
No. When this proposal had come for discussion, and the chairman of the Standing Committee immediately said that this proposal will not be taken and will be postponed. And that time, as a leader of the opposition, I said the matter is very sensitive. You have to have discussion. Two weeks back, just besides the Mahanagarpalika, the bridge fell and 6 people died and 34 people injured, seriously injured. So this has to be discussed, and you can't take reasons. This is not the reason for postponing. There should be some reason. And regarding the reason given by the chairman that the model code of conduct, that is absurd. Because anything which is in the model code of conduct, the administration has withdrawn some items. So when the administration were also insisting that this should be discussed, because in this proposal there are 16 bridges which has to be repaired immediately. But Shiv Sena, the chairman of the Standing Committee is run by the Shiv Sena. They are not concerned. They are not, ready to debate. They are not ready to, see how the work has to be done. They are, trying to postpone it because, what happened in 2 weeks back, and they are to be blamed for this, what has happened. And today, when the discussion was not taken, I told that, if the bridge falls, the chairman of the Standing Committee will be held responsible. And as an opposition, I raised this issue, and when he didn't discuss the proposal, we walked off. As an opposition, we can bring this to the notice of the administration and to the people who are sitting in the dispensation of the political party. But yesterday what had happened is really, really insensitive on the part of the Shiv Sena, on the part of the chairman of the Standing Committee. You can't, hold people's life in danger. The bridge has to be repaired. So today, I wrote a letter to the commissioner that you go ahead with the repairing the bridge and you send a post facto proposal, because commissioner has got right to do that. Now, if the commissioner hacks or not, it depends upon the commissioner, but the bridge has to be repaired. And what the reason given, that because the code of conduct is totally absurd and totally false and lies.
Mr. Jiten Gajaria, do you also believe that the code of conduct prevents the BMC from doing any work right now? Why doesn't the BJP that runs the state insist that these bridges are fixed immediately?
We have actually insisted on that it should be fixed immediately. Our BMC, our corporators in the BMC, our stand is very clear that model code of conduct and everything. I'm sure even the election commission would understand this is a matter of life and death for people, and the bridges will need to be fixed immediately. They have to be fixed immediately, and that is the stand which we have already taken.
No, but tell me something, Mr. Gajaria. The Shiv Sena is your ally.
BJP was keeping quiet.
Is your ally?
Can I come in?
1 second.
No, BJP was keeping quiet.
No, Mr. Raja, let me correct you. Mr. Raja, let me correct you. Our leader in BMC,
No,
Mr. Manoj Kotak, our senior corporators have all taken a very clear stand.
No, gentlemen, one at a time. Mr. Gajaria.
As well as to the government. No, Mr. Raja. No,
one
Mr.
second,
Raja, you are misleading. Don't play politics on a delicate issue.
All right, gentlemen, stop bickering, please. Mr. Gajaria, tell me this. The BJP is the Shiv Sena's ally in state, centre and city. Are you telling me that you are completely helpless? Being the central government, the state government and the city government, you cannot get bridges fixed?
I mean, no. So let me answer this. As a state government, we have shown our seriousness in on the issues of bridges, and you could see it by the action taken immediately after the bridge collapse, and we are extremely serious. And keeping that in mind, and keeping that in mind, we are also, as I said, we are taking as a party, BJP stand is very clear that bridges which need to be repaired immediately, model code of conduct or not, everything else withstanding. The administration has to take it up.
So why can't the chief minister give instructions?
That's the BJP stand, and it has been very clear.
Why can't the chief minister give instructions to the commissioner of the BMC to get this done?
We are talking. No, I think so. When we have already spoken about it, the instructions from CM also will come at the right time. Absolutely.
So the instructions from the CM have not come yet. So it's been two. One second. Calm down.
No.
Listen to the question.
No. The moment we start doing that. No. Hold on.
Tell me.
Don't put words in my mouth. What I'm trying to tell you, the moment state comes into the picture and starts giving instruction, your channel will be the first one to start saying, "Oh, state is interfering in local self-government."
No, I promise you.
Please don't.
My channel would never do that because my channel holds the state government responsible.
It is very clear.
Mr. Gajaria, take a breath and listen to the argument.
As a party, and as a state government. As a state government and as a party, we are very clear, and we have stated this very clearly, and we have to the authorities.
So you're one second, Mr. Gajaria. If you stop talking for a second and listen to the argument, the chief minister is fully within his rights to give instructions to the BMC commissioner who reports to him. The chief minister is also the urban development minister to have these bridges fixed immediately. It comes out of the fund of the bridge department of the BMC. There's no politics involved. If there was political will, it would have been done by now. But the chief minister is busy campaigning. He's been going around campaigning for the last 2 weeks. He hasn't had the time to give that instruction. And now you are telling us that you're serious. I don't see any evidence of you being serious at all. Shailesh Gandhi, do you buy any of the arguments given to us by Jiten Gajaria, who is, let me remind our viewers, the ally of the Shiv Sena and the BMC as well?
I think the BJP representative is making a joke out of this. I'm supposed to believe that they are part of the ruling coalition in the corporation. And they don't say a word, they have no say at all. The state government is theirs and they have no. If a bridge collapses, who's responsible, sir? Please let us know. Please tell us, whose responsibility is it if a bridge collapses? And this completely crazy talk of saying the model code of conduct is stopping us from repairing bridges? 99%, I think citizens know that some negotiations are probably going on which have not been finished. And therefore, this is being pushed forward. How can you leave the job of repairing bridges, which can make people lose lives? And 2 weeks from the time the last bridge collapsed, 6 people died, and there is no action. There is no real action, and I can assure you nobody has any real intention of taking any action against the guilty. And this, let Mr. Gajaria tell us who is responsible. Will they walk out of the coalition with Shiv Sena if another bridge collapses? And do they have to wait for a bridge to collapse? Or should they not take a morally and ethically right stand and say, this cannot be done? And on what grounds does the Shiv Sena leader say this would harm the model code of conduct? This is bizarre. I don't think anybody has made a worse joke on the people of Mumbai than this.
Well, Mr. Gandhi, let me promise you that they're not going to walk out on the coalition because the two are out campaigning together right now. Yeah. And the Chief Minister is out promising Dev, Desh or Dharam. I'd like him to promise a bridge.
They don't care.
Clyde, is this in violation?
No, absolutely not.
They don't care for people. Ask him, sir. Ask him. Faye.
Faye, I'd like to make this very clear. You know, the spokesperson of the BJP accused Mr. Raja of misleading your viewers. He's not misleading. I had a conversation with our corporators today, and they had the same thing to say. When the opposition was raising the voice, they wanted a discussion in the House. The BJP was quiet. They didn't say a word. They did not want. They let the Shiv Sena do what they want. The standing committee chairman do what he wanted to do. My point here is, the model code of conduct does not come into place when you have to discuss an issue. They did not want to discuss this issue because the opposition was going to raise one more point, and the point was, why was DD Desai given the auditing job once again after they were blacklisted? A few days back, the reports are out. You have reported that that company, the DD Desai, was given again job for auditing. And model code of conduct, even to repair the bridges, my point here is, and you know, you can go and check this, is that the bridges committee can get these bridges repaired. It doesn't have to come out from that local corporators fund or anything like that. So where's the question of a party getting mileage out of it? Let the bridges committee decide on this and let them go ahead and get the bridge done. And even if for some reason there was a model code of conduct in place here, I think the corporation can come together and take this as a special case. You cannot let people die because there is elections. People are a priority. You can't take them for granted.
And I still don't understand how fixing a bridge comes under the model code of conduct
involved.
Yes, Mr. Raja, go ahead.
No, there is nothing like that model code of conduct. There is nothing called as model code of conduct for the routine work, daily work, which has to be done by the corporation.
Absolutely. And I have a question here for Chandra. Chandra Hiran is started an online petition as a citizen. Why did you start that petition?
Some time back when the Elphinstone tragedy had happened, I got lucky that day that I had skipped a day from office. I could have been on that bridge and something could have happened with me. So when the CSMT bridge collapsed, it brought back all those memories, and I realized that some action needs to be taken for authorities to wake up from their slumber. As a citizen, as an average Mumbaikar, I don't understand that if tens of thousands of crores of rupees are being collected from us in the form of taxes, why can't a few hundred crore rupees be spent on repairing these bridges? Why can't our lives be taken seriously?
And how many people have signed your petition so far?
So I've started this petition only a few days ago, and it has reached somewhere around 3,000 signatures as of now.
Okay, 3,000 signatures. We also have Abba Singh, who's joined us. Abba Singh is an advocate and an activist. Abba Singh, thank you for joining us. Good evening. We understand now that the BMC has not moved the file to fix the bridges, 16 bridges in Mumbai, which have been termed unsafe by IIT. No fixing has happened because now they say the election code of conduct comes in the way, Abba Singh. What is your response to this?
Not at all. I think, Faye, I think they are not able to read the manifesto, the code of conduct. They don't understand that the Representation of People Act, which clearly talks of these things, it clearly says that you cannot make new roads. You cannot inaugurate roads where politicians are involved. In fact, it clearly says government servants, civil servants can do that. In fact, if there is any repairs to be done, if there's any construction to be done, the political parties or the vested politicians involved are to to desist from doing that, but bureaucrats can do it. That is what it says. And I think the bigger issue was because they had goofed up by giving the audit report again, the contract again to DD Desai, and that is why they got scared. Otherwise, there is nowhere it says that you cannot repair those 16 bridges, and it is the BMC commissioner who should be hauled up, that why has he not looked into it? How could the standing committee delay it? Why did the BMC commissioner, when the model code of conduct comes into the picture, it is the bureaucrat who has all the powers. It is the election commission which has all the powers. When you could get Deven Bharti's tenure of joint police commissioner extended by the EC, then why could you not go to the election commission if you had a query or if you had some reservations? This is just a way not to do your duty, because the rich, the famous, they travel by car. They don't go on the overboard bridges. They don't go on bridges where stampedes take place. So since it's a common person who loses life, these people are not bothered.
Well, I want to take the questions to Mr. Jiten Gajaria of the BJP. A very important question asked by Shailesh Gandhi. You said you were taking this very seriously. Who is responsible when a bridge collapses? Please tell us. And who has been held responsible from the BMC so far for the bridge collapse that happened at VT station?
Well, I think so. You know, as the day the bridge collapsed, and CM very clearly said that he needs a report from the BMC and the commissioner on what went wrong from the BMC side. As far as the auditor and all was concerned, the police action and whatever was needed. I was on your show incidentally where I had said that the police action will be taken, and the same day the auditor was arrested. So I think so. We have been serious, and we have been showing our seriousness about it. No. Talking about the repairs, I think our stand also has been very clear that this does not fall under the model code of conduct. It can be repaired. The administration can use its special powers and can do it, and I'm sure it will happen.
Well, before I cross-question that, Jiten Gajaria, you know, on behalf of Mumbai citizens, I must ask this question. On campaign trail, Mr. Uddhav Thackeray and Mr. Devendra Fadnavis have been saying this, and I quote, "The Shiv Sena's electoral alliance with the BJP is for Dev, Desh and Dharma." What part of this applies to bridges for the citizens of Mumbai? Can you please tell me?
It is a part of Desh. Absolutely is a part of Desh. Okay. And giving good governance is a dharma, and we are following it, and we will continue to follow it. As I have said, as I've assured you right now on the channel, that we are bringing it up. We have brought it up that, you know, administration should use the special powers and get the bridges.
No. So what is your special power? No. Hang on. What is your special power in the BJP when you run the state, the center and the city? What is your special power? आप लोग कब करेंगे? ये देव, देश और धर्म के बीच में हमारे जानों की क्या कीमत लगाया आप लोगों ने? आप लोग कब करेंगे काम, बताइए मुझे?
You want us? Okay, you want? No, you want us to start interfering? The moment you start interfering, you are the guy who will start doing work.
The urban development minister of the state ensuring urban public safety is not interference. No, 1 second, Mr. Gajaria, please do not insult my intelligence. You are not interfering because you are the ally of the Shiv Sena in the BMC. You said, and I quote the Chief Minister, that we will be the watchdogs on behalf of the... Please listen to my question, Mr. Gajaria. Do me that courtesy.
No, you are...
The Chief Minister said we will be the watchdogs of the citizens of the city in the BMC and make sure no corruption takes place. Where is the watchdog today? Where is the chowkidar today? The Chief Minister is the Urban Development Minister. The Commissioner of the BMC reports to him. This is not interference. This is called doing your job. At what point do you plan on doing your job?
Shall I answer it? Shall I answer it without being interrupted? Can I answer it without being interrupted?
Your sarcasm is not welcome, but go ahead, answer the question.
Without getting interrupted? No. Can I answer it? Okay. Yeah. So we have performed the role of watchdog for the city with great success. If you really please go into record right now, be it desilting, be it roads, or be it e-tendering. Listen. Any of those cases, look at who have filed the cases. They have been BJP leaders.
Mr. Gajaria, we do not need members of the government to file cases against the government.
Activists have brought up all these cases. No. So
we need members of the government to do their jobs.
To the forefront. We have performed the role of watchdog, and we are continuing to doing that.
What is this role you have performed?
The role of a watchdog in BMC, and we continue to do that. That is the
so
minimum
let me
that we
All right,
owe it
so
to the
let
city.
me give you a recap of this watchdogism you talk about. People, there was a fire in Kamala Mills because the BMC handed out violate notices, the BMC handed out permissions that were in violation. People died, 13 people died. That's your watchdog? There was a fire in a municipal hospital run by the government of Maharashtra. People died because that hospital was in violation. That's the watchdog work you do? Bridges collapsed all over the city in Andheri. 2 years later, bridge collapse here in VT. This is the watchdog work you do. What do you mean by watchdog? That you will sit around and watch the problems? You will watch the collapse? You will watch the crumbling? You will watch the death? Do you understand what you mean by watchdog? It means you make sure this doesn't happen. You make sure people don't die. What great success are you referring to? Please tell me. A city in which citizens die on a regular basis that completely lacks public safety is not a successful city. Let me point out to you. देव देश और धर्म में हमारी जानों की क्या कीमत लगाया आपने बताइए मुझे कीमत बताइए What is the price of one citizen's life?
I think you take it to a different kind of rhetoric. I would not answer to such rhetoric.
I'm glad you would not answer it because you have no answers.
I really don't think that I need to answer to such rhetorics.
Okay, don't answer. Very fair enough. Abha Singh.
No, we have answered, and we are answerable to the people of. We are answerable to the people, and we will answer it. Don't worry.
Abha Singh, go ahead. Abha Singh, go ahead.
Faye, yesterday I was in the High Court regarding a PIL, and before me there was this PIL where the tree authority matter was discussed. The AG was there and the BMC authorities were there, and the Chief Justice, Justice Naresh Patil, expressed his displeasure because they said they could not hold the meeting of the standing committee as the corporators did not come. And they again took the ground saying that model code of conduct has come, and the Chief Justice said, how can you say that you have to perform a duty and you are saying because of the code of conduct you have not appointed members, and hence trees are being cut with impunity. This was there, and today it is there in the papers. So when the High Court has pulled them up today, again the High Court has said that these people have not been able to decide also that it was the BMC responsibility or railways. They are passing the buck, and in the High Court the BMC said that it was their duty to repair these bridges. They said it was their job. So they are just trying to fool the people of Mumbai, and be it Shiv Sena or BJP, for them it is only fighting elections, keeping their seat of power. They are not there to cross-check each other. They just want to swim together. They want to enjoy the power. And that is why, Faye, you are very right when you say that they are there just to watch the problems and not to maintain the bridges, not to do anything. They have been silent. Why did they not ensure that these people who were responsible arrested? In the Kamala Mill case, the fire officer was not arrested, not suspended. The G South ward officer was just transferred. Why was he not behind bars? Because they did not have the fire exits and the children died in the restaurants. Even for the Elphinstone Bridge stampede, they gave a clean sheet. They protect their own. I mean, I'm aghast that Dev Fadnavis and the BMC Commissioner Ajay Mehta have kept quiet throughout. In fact, Ajay Mehta should have been transferred by now.
Absolutely. Ajay Mehta should have been transferred, and he was instead rewarded with an extension. I just want to come back to Chandana because in response to what Mr. Gajaria said, that he will only respond to the citizens of the city. Apparently, I'm not a citizen of the city. My taxes, though, you collect like everybody else is. You tell him, are you satisfied with his answers?
Not at all. Mr. Jitain, you spoke about being a watchdog. I have a question. So before the CSMT bridge broke down, just 6 months prior to that, a structural audit was done, and so a certificate was issued which declared the bridge fit for use with minor repairs. I fail to understand how is this snag not detected. As a citizen, I want to feel safe when I leave out of my house. I want to be ensured that I'm going to reach home safe. I really request that the details of these audits that are conducted, the details are publicized and they are made available to citizens.
Not just that, the person who actually gave out the audit and gave out the contract to the auditor, that person's name should be made public and should be held accountable. Absolutely. Mr. Raja has his hand up. Mr. Raja, go ahead.
No, first of all, whatever the BJP spokesman is saying, that they are chokidars, they are not chokidars, they are the bhagidars. They are the bhagidars now. Now, other thing is that when the bridge collapsed, CST bridge collapse, 6
You are
people
as much
died.
as a bhagidar in
It's a
standing
very,
committee.
very sensitive matter. Sensitive matter. Why I'm saying the chief minister came there, he saw and he said the inquiry will be done and the people will be behind bars. Now they made the structural auditor, they have arrested him. But what about the municipal officers? When the structural auditor said that minor repair has to be done, why the repairs were not taken? I wrote a letter to the Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra asking to have an inquiry done by the retired High Court judge. Why the Chief Minister is keeping quiet? Why is he not appointing a retired judge to inquire into the matter, exactly what happened? So we'll come to know that which are the BMC officers who were involved in this, what were the negligence, what were the lapses of the BMC officer. Now 2 weeks have passed, why the BMC officers are not being booked in this case? I think, somewhere the Chief Minister is not very serious about the things happening in city of Mumbai, and the BMC and the Chief Minister is protecting the BMC officers. I clearly today say that the Chief Minister is not acting to see that the people of Mumbai's life is safe.
Clyde?
Faye, I'd just like to make 2 quick points to you. Now, what Abaji spoke about, the court orders and things like that. They're so involved in this election, the whole civic administration, that one of the reasons why they could not do this whole discussion is what they said was the model code of conduct. Of the 55 engineers in the bridges department, 54 have been assigned the election duty. So, I mean, isn't the lives of people a priority? 54 of these engineers are going to be doing poll duty. Now, other thing I want to highlight to you is about how the fight between the railways and the BMC is also causing problems. We've heard about all the Elphinstone Bridge and the Gokhale Bridge, the reasons why these things happen, because they were having a constant fight. There's another disaster waiting to happen in Mahim. In Mahim, there are stabling lines, the tracks where you park your trains. Okay. Now, on the northern side, when you go towards the Bandra, these stabling lines are weak now, and there is a curve. Now, the railways have told the BMC that we need to straighten this curve by about 12 degrees or something of that sort. I'm going to study this even more. Now, what has happened is what they discovered near the stabling line is there's a water pipeline that is going there. Now, the railways is trying to tell the BMC that we need to get this water pipe moved so that we can straighten this line a little.
But
now,
no
the
response.
BMC is saying that we will look into it, and they're going on, and this is a disaster waiting to happen, because if at high speed the train takes the turn on the curve, there could be a derailment and people would lose their lives. So this is what is happening, that they are constantly fighting with each other. They're not keeping an eye on what is happening, and at the end of this all, is the commuters, is the people of Mumbai are going to suffer, and that's happening.
Mr. Shailesh Gandhi, do you want to respond? And while Jiten Kajaria has told me that I am not a citizen, you are certainly, Mr. Gandhi. Do you want to respond to his to the points that he raised?
Mr. Kajaria, tell me what has happened on the Kamla Mills issue. Has anybody been punished so far? Is there a charge sheet filed? What's happened on the Elphinstone Bridge? Has any action been taken? The answer is no. But the way you were describing, saying we are watchdogs, we'll take care, we'll figure out. Are you in alliance with the Shiv Sena in the municipal corporation, or are you an opposition party? I'm completely confused. I had believed that you are in alliance with the Shiv Sena in the municipal corporation and not as an opposition. If you're an opposition party, say so. You are saying if your state government does something, it will be interference and therefore not permissible. What about your cooperators in the corporation? What is their role? Are they also not supposed to interfere and take care when the lives of citizens are at stake? Mr. Gajaria, please tell us the simple question I have. Are you in alliance with Shiv Sena in the corporation, or are you an opposition party like the Congress in the corporation? Just give us an answer to this. We'll be very, very highly obliged.
Yeah, so can I?
Please go ahead.
So, Mr. Gandhi, as in BMC, let me make it very clear that in BMC, we have, as CM had said a couple of years back, we are watchdogs, and we try to be the watchdogs as good as possible, and that's why I took
Alliance
out
or
some
opposition?
of the cases in which we have been working very proactively. I'm saying no. Listen, I think so. This whole thing about opposition alliance. I mean, if we know how BMC works, standing committee. I mean, even Congress, even NCP, everybody is a part of the standing committee, and they take joint decisions. There are times when you dissent. There are times when you don't agree. There have been many times when BJP has not agreed with the Shiv Sena. On this case, like I clearly said, I'm saying it. No. Hold on. Let me complete. On this, we are very clearly saying that no, this proposal of repairing has to go through, and administration has to get it done through, and model code of conduct notwithstanding, it has to be done, and it should be done. And as I understand the way our state government
What did you
works,
do in the standing
and
committee,
the way,
sir?
And the way we CM.
What did your members
sure
do in the standing committee today?
In standing committee, no. In standing committee, I mean, while we didn't walk out like they said, we put our case very clearly, and we have put our case very clearly even in front of the commissioner. Saying, no.
We will ask for the minutes of the meeting, Mr. Kajaria, and
even if
figure
the
out the
opposition
case.
walked out,
even
you all in the majority,
yeah.
you all could have taken this decision and made sure that the 16 bridges are repaired.
Mr. Gandhi, it was. No, so what is the next step? When the chairman of standing committee has as I said, not taken up for even before anybody could react, what is the next step? Next step is you go to the commissioner and you put your case forward very clearly.
So are your corporators going to go to the commissioner? Are the BJP corporators going to go to the commissioner and raise this issue? Why don't you tell the viewers that you're going to go to the commissioner, all your corporators?
Let me complete. Right now, this debate is getting so political that you all are completely forgetting and actually, ignoring the fact what I'm saying. The BJP is not a political.
No, we are just making it very simple. Are your corporators going to go to the commissioner and say that we want the bridges to be repaired?
One second. Okay, all right. Mr. Kajaria, I'll ask you very simple questions. Calm down.
We will do.
No, Mr. Kajaria, calm down. Here's the question. Does the BJP believe that the Shiv Sena is doing a good job with the BMC right now? That the job that is being done is good and fair and what the city deserves? Yes or no?
No, I think so. This, it is quite a nice political thing that you are trying to figure out. I think so. The city of Mumbai and people of Mumbai, citizens, including you, are the right people. And you will tell on 29th whether Shiv Sena is doing this. I'm here to answer for BJP. And as I said, we have taken a stand very clearly, not only on this issue, but all the BMC issues. And the people of Mumbai will decide on 29th whether they bring a good issue or not.
Mr. Jiten Kajaria, do you believe that the Shiv Sena-led BMC has dealt with the matter of the crumbling bridges in the right manner? Yes or no?
Well, I mean, are we talking about this 15 bridges to be repaired? Then I think so. We have very clearly said that what happened in standing committee was not right, and it should be taken up, and they should, the commissioner in his special power should go ahead and
So what are you going to do about it?
Because it is a matter of life and death.
What are you going to do about it?
There is no ifs and buts in that. Sorry.
What are you going to do about it?
Well, I think that's what a leader of the BMC and all to figure out. But as I said, we will do everything that is needed to be done to ensure that this is done.
And everything that is needed to be done to ensure that this is done means what? What does that entail?
Nothing.
I think it means what you understood.
No, I haven't understood anything. In fact, that's why I'm asking the question.
It means that the bridges need to be repaired, and bridges will be repaired.
So how will it be repaired if the Shiv Sena is not willing to discuss it right now?
When you know they need to be repaired, why have you not done it? If you know they need to be repaired, why they have not been done? Why do we have to come and speak on the channel? If you knew they had to be done, why didn't you do it?
You're keeping quiet.
Why are we to come and speak and to remind you that they have to be done? Exactly. The way you are saying they have to be done, I am appalled. I am appalled that you are saying that they should be done and will be done. Why are we debating this? Why are we wasting our precious time on an issue which is a fundamental right? It involves right to life. It is the poor Mumbaikars who are losing lives. So let us not come and say that you are debating it or not debating it. Why is it being debated at all? Why did Faye D'Souza have to take it up on Mirror now? No, Mr. You know, you are talking, you tell me one thing, Elphinstone Road, you gave a clean chit. You tell me why in the fire of, I have done a PIL in the High Court regarding the Kamla Mills fire. Why fire officer was not removed? Not one person, not one single head has rolled. You have protected everybody. Why did you not take Shiv Sena to task that why is it protecting the corrupt in the BMC?
Clyde?
Faye, I want to state this, okay? The Chief Minister of Maharashtra is also the Urban Development Minister.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Ajoy Mehta reports to the Chief Minister. Yes. So is the Chief Minister, or why is the Chief Minister not calling Ajoy Mehta, sitting with him and asking him this question is, why aren't you getting the 16 bridges done?
Chief Minister is out campaigning,
No,
right?
that's the point. The Chief Minister may be out campaigning, but that does not mean that the lives of people are going to be in danger. He has to call Ajoy Mehta, ask him this question, that why are you not taking these bridges on priority, and when are you going to take these bridges on priority? It has to be done. If the BJP spokesperson says that they have the intent to do it, I think it should start from the Chief Minister, and he should immediately ask Ajoy Mehta to look into this, get these things done.
Abbas Singh?
And also the Chief Minister heads the police department. The clean chit comes because the Chief Minister heads the police department and he tells the police not to fix anyone. That is why now I realize why the clean chit comes every time in such accidents where people lose their lives.
Well, I want to ask this question of Shailesh Gandhi. Mr. Gandhi, tell us this. By international standards, and I measure Mumbai as an international city, given the amount of money we pay as taxes, and the cost of living in the city of Mumbai, what real estate costs, the taxes, everything, we pay top dollar. This is what it costs to live in cities like Paris and New York and London. By international standards of public safety, how does the government of Maharashtra/Mumbai measure up in its reaction and measures after the bridge collapse?
There is just no comparison, Faye. There's just no comparison. Nowhere in the world would I believe that somebody would say that urgent repairs of bridges which have collapsed earlier can be stopped. Nobody, nowhere in the world when a person even think of answering like this. And we have an answer like that. And we have Mr. Gajaria saying we will be a watchdog. Even today, he's not telling us when will the repairs of these bridges start. Will he tell us, make a commitment and say, okay, tomorrow it will start, in a week it will start? There's nobody who's making a commitment. And nobody's going to get punished for all that's gone wrong. We don't punish people. And unfortunately, I think we blame ourselves. Citizens tolerate this kind of nonsense. Why should we tolerate this kind of nonsense? This is our money. We pay one of the best amounts of tax in the country and in the world. And yet we suffer. Why do we suffer? Have we got no spine? And I'm still telling Mr. Gajaria, please tell us, give us a time and say by tomorrow, by next week, all the repairs will start. Make that commitment on behalf of BJP and say that BJP will make it happen. There's no commitment. Even 15 days back, I was asking on this same channel, give us a commitment, when will a report come of the inquiry? The bridge is in one place. You are not going to go and consider conspiracy somewhere. Yet, there is no report. And it will not come for months. It will not come for months, let me assure you. If there is a lot of halamulu, they'll set up a commission of inquiry, it will take another 2 years. There is no intention of punishing anybody. And 99%, I suspect today, the decision has not been taken and put off because the negotiations with the parties who will conduct the job have not been over. And therefore, this is an excuse. The moment those negotiations are over and everybody has got his share in the kitty, the repairs will start.
Mr. Gajaria, do you want to make a commitment as to when the repairs will start and by when they'll be done?
Well, I mean, I'm nobody authorized to make a commitment in terms of time, but let me assure Mumbai and let me assure everybody, it will start At the earliest.
You are a citizen.
At the earliest. So, as the
No, so I'm
party
saying,
running the
I'm
state,
at
the
the
centre
earliest.
and the
I mean,
country.
at the earliest. Obviously,
and
I'm not authorized. Are you expecting? No,
Yes.
no.
I am expecting that, in fact.
There is a. I mean, as I said, I mean, it is our intent. It is our wish. It is our wish at our earliest. I obviously, are you going to tell me that whether I can make a commitment that is going to happen tonight or tomorrow morning?
What
No,
is the
at
earliest?
We are serious about it,
Not
and it will happen really at the earliest.
What is
Now,
the earliest?
I mean,
What is your definition of the earliest?
I'm saying we are. No, okay.
Okay, so
How-
let's
how-
rephrase the
how
question,
early
Mr.
do you
Gandhi.
want-
To be
how
fair
early
to
do
Mr.
you think
Gajaria,
it
let me
is?
rephrase the question. Mr. Gajaria, here's the rephrased question. You're here to speak on behalf of the party you represent. The party you represent, the BJP, and I must give you, I must acknowledge the fact that you are here. The Shiv Sena is not. The Shiv Sena, since the bridge collapse, has refused to answer any of our questions. The BJP has been available to answer questions, and we must give credit for that. But Mr. Gajaria, tell me this. As the spokesperson of the party that runs the centre, the state, and you are allies in the BMC, what will you do to ensure that the bridges are fixed?
Well, but we have already approached and told the commissioner that he should use a special power, and I'm sure he would heed to it. B, if need be, the word has to go and instructions have to go from the state government, and that would be done. As I said it
So
again,
are you telling me,
when
Mr.
laughed
Gajaria,
it off,
that
I
the
said,
instructions have
whatever
not gone
needs to
from
be
the
done
state
to
government
ensure
yet?
It is done.
The instructions have not gone from the state government yet?
No, I won't know. I'm a party representative. I won't know. I would not know. I would not know.
So you also
Because, as I
said that
I'm a
you've
party
approached the commissioner and asked him
No,
to get
it
this
would
done
have
at the
gone.
earliest.
And I'm
Are
sure
you
it would
telling
have
me
gone.
that the commissioner does not listen to the state government and does as he pleases?
Listen, I think so. Every party goes and gives their view on what they think about it. Congress gave their view. Mr. Ravi Raja wrote a letter. BJP has given its views on what it needs to be done, and I'm sure the commissioner would take the right decision very quickly.
Let me point out to you that very quickly that ship has sailed because 2 weeks have passed. The commissioner has taken the wrong decision. This commissioner is obviously under the impression that he's some kind of god who doesn't have to listen to anybody, including his boss, who was the chief minister of Maharashtra. He doesn't listen to the members of the opposition. He doesn't listen to the standing committee, and he's not even listening to his boss. So who is he, and why is he still occupying that office at the cost of the lives of innocent citizens? Mr. Gajaria, why do you have a commissioner in place who doesn't listen to the chief minister?
Sorry?
Why do you have a commissioner in place?
No, I think that's a hypothetical question. I mean,
No,
I
so
mean,
hypothetical.
it's
Okay,
more
so
this
here
thing.
are the hypotheticals.
I think
One,
so. I think so.
no,
I'm
okay,
not
let me
here to
give you the
defend- I'm not
options
here
of the
to defend or-
hypotheticals. Option number one, the chief minister instructed the commissioner Ajay Mehta to fix the bridges. Ajay Mehta said, I will do as I please. I'm not going to fix the bridges, in which case Ajay Mehta needs to go. Option number two, the chief minister has not told Ajay Mehta to fix the bridges, in which case why is he still our chief minister if he doesn't take this seriously enough? There can't be a third option because the bridges are not fixed. So whose fault is it? Which one is it? Option one or option two?
The standing committee episode has just happened. So I think so. When you are saying that it is 2 weeks back, I'm saying the standing committee has just happened, and after that, every party has taken a stand.
So
now the decision has to be taken
too
obviously
late.
by the
You
by
know what?
by the
You know
BMC
what?
administration.
I
That
have
is the
no
gov-
faith
that is
in
the-
you.
that-
If
that
your
is the
standing committee
commissioner,
takes
and he
2
will
weeks
do it,
to meet and talk
and he will
about
do
this,
it.
what could this standing committee possibly have to do for the last 2 weeks that was more important than the lives of these citizens? Consider what happened in New Zealand when they had a terror attack. In 2 days, the government banned guns. We lost 6 people, and in 2 weeks, you didn't meet and make a decision? You had something to say, Chandra. Go ahead.
Right. I really think authorities fail to understand how traumatic these incidents are for an average Mumbaikar. When the Elphinstone stampede happened, when I saw the visuals, it was traumatizing when you have to walk on that bridge every single day. I really don't understand that why is responsibility not being fixed? Every time, and this is not the first time that such an incident has happened, right? Every time this happens, a committee is fixed, but there is no responsibility being fixed.
Absolutely. In fact, let me just put this out there. In conclusion, because we have run out of time, I'm just going to put out this information. The bridge collapsed 2 weeks ago. 6 people died. The government, it's been 2 weeks since that bridge collapsed, and the government has done absolutely nothing to make sure that the other bridges in the city are safe. Let me put this clearly. Absolutely nothing. No instructions have been passed to fix these bridges in emergency. All politicians are out campaigning. The BMC Standing Committee, which is the collection of politicians who run the city, have only met now and decided this is in violation of the Election Commission's Code of Conduct, so they're not going to fix the bridges. I have a colleague called Neha Kulkarni. She's a young reporter who has spent the last 2 weeks visiting every single bridge in the city and making notes of the ones that are actually unsafe. Here is the list. For the benefit of the BMC, we had a 20-year-old check this out for you. Here's the foot over bridge at Marine Lines. The plastering of the bridge has fallen off and it has become visibly unsafe. What you can see on your screen are 2 bamboo sticks that the government has put to keep people from getting on this bridge because it is unsafe and it might collapse at any point. They haven't even properly sealed the bridge. The next one is the foot over bridge at Ghatkopar. Neha visited this bridge as well, and it is unsafe and it should not be used, and it is not being fixed right now. For the benefit of the government of Maharashtra, led by the Chief Minister, Mr. Fadnavis, if you have time when you come back from campaigning, please can we have some of these bridges fixed. Next, the foot over bridge at Vasai. The bridge base is completely corroded and is completely unsafe. Even to a 20-year-old who is not an engineer, not in a position to audit, we can see that this is not a safe bridge. Can we please, for heaven's sake, have this fixed as quickly as possible? Next, the foot over bridge at Baikala is in really bad shape. It shakes every time a train passes it, and simply to the naked eye you can see this bridge is not safe. It is being used at this point by pedestrians and it might collapse at any point. If you have an engineer who disagrees with us, I ask you please to have this bridge checked out and put out that report. The foot over bridge in Naigaon. The bridge is in a very precarious condition and shouldn't be used at all. It is currently being used. It's on your screen right now and it is very unsafe. Finally, the foot over bridge at Vakola. This bridge shouldn't be used either, but it is being used at this point and the government is doing nothing about it. This is just a list of 6 bridges. According to IIT, there are far more unsafe bridges. Some of them should just be demolished and not be fixed at all because they're beyond repair. But the people in charge of our city would rather be out campaigning than put out instructions to ensure public safety. Nowhere else in the world would this sort of behavior be acceptable. It is time we put our foot down, said this is not okay anymore. The voice and the judgment now lies with you. In a few weeks, you will go out to vote. Vote responsibly. Thanks for watching.